Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 8, and today we're gonna be testing this beauty in multiplayer. What is the name of this beauty? Let me check, because I keep on forgetting, because it's a very long name. It's the Mercedes AMG C63 Coupe Touring Car 2014. How's that for a long name? I'm car on Class C, and I've been meaning to do a test on this car for a long time, and it's finally the time. Now, you know that I love showing you how many races I have in the multiplayer series, so that you know that there's no cherry picking. So far I have 7 races going, so let's see how far can it take me. Now, I really am coming at this pretty much blind. I have no idea how this car performs. I have used it a couple of times during the Friday multiplayer events, but not enough to actually test it to figure out, you know, if it's good, if it's bad, what's good or what's terrible. So I'm really curious to see it, because man, this car, it is a beauty. I remember looking at this car and wanting it ever since it was in Class A. Imagine this, another car that was in Class A and eventually got nerfed all the way to Class C, kind of like it happened to the Risbani Beast, and just like that I got knocked down on my very first race. Yay! Yeah, I always thought that it was a very cool looking car, but if I remember correctly, this was a token car, meaning that I could not get it without actually spending money on it, so I never went for it. So eventually, once it got rebalanced, I think it was put on sale or something. I don't remember how. Maybe it was through a... Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm fine. I think it was maybe through a master key. I don't remember how I got the car, but I have it. Eventually, I upgraded it, and I've been meaning to make a video on it for the longest time, but, well, you know, things happen, and I've been doing other videos and whatnot, but I thought, hey, I'm already playing in Classic Season, and I'm already in the league where I will play with this car. So, yeah, I actually did a couple of races with a car that I expect to find a bunch in this particular bracket, the McLaren MP48, I think, the Mosquito. That thing is really strong, so I expected to find it a lot and defeat me. But how am I on first place right now? I have no idea, but you know what? I'm not gonna complain. So I thought of making a video on that, but not too long ago I made a video on the Class D McLaren F1 vehicle, so I thought, nah, let's do something else, and well, it's finally time to test this beauty. Now, the one thing that I dislike about this car in terms of look, it's the wing, which is kind of silly because, you know, if I like anything, it's a car with a big wing. And this is a very big wing, but it is a narrow wing. You see how it looks like it's narrower than the widest part of the car? I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. I would prefer for the wing to be wider, but hey, you know, it's still nice. I want to say that the nitro seems to be pretty good. That is my very first impression on this. And I'm willing to say that everybody else is unboosted, because it makes no sense for me to have been knocked down at the start and yet finish on first place with such a ginormous lead. And holy moly, that was a long race. But there we go. Alright, so unboosted, wasn't it? No, actually, look at that. There was a Crossbow GTX triple boosted. There was the MP48 triple boosted. Then again, this poor thing in this track, it's not gonna do great, because as strong as this car is, has turbo nitro, so there is that. Alright. Pretty fair. And remember, I'm going to show you the race counter over here so that you know that how many races I've done, and you see that there's no cherry picking here. Now, I would probably say that this last race may have been a bit of a fluke for me to win it like that. I don't expect this car to be an absolute killer of anything, but at the end of the day, you know how I be. I like cars that I like how they look as opposed to how they perform. Now, if they perform good, that's always a plus. But for the most part, you know, so long as the car looks nice and it performs just okay, that's good enough for me. Even from time to time, I still drive cars that perform terrible just for the sake of driving them because I really like them. Or because I like being a contrarian, like the Arash AF10 that people love to hate on that car. And I'm like, yeah, it's not great. It's actually kind of bad, but it ain't that bad. So, I don't know. I am like that. Look at that, an MP48 right in front of me, kind of as I expected. Again, that thing is so very strong. Actually, there's another one to my left, and I'm out of nitro. I'm gonna go for the nitro, but oh, yes. It's a bit of a longer route, but that nitro, it's important. Oh, no, don't push me, buddy, don't. Oh, you mother... I'm fine. Jesus. 2 races, 2 knockdowns. Beautiful. Now, I'm playing this series, the Classic Series, very early. You know, once the... let me try that again. I'm playing this as the series just started, which means that it's very likely that I'm going to be finding a lot of people that are going to be playing considerably aggressive or triple boosted and everything. And while I normally like to chill and not play during the first few days, precisely because people are going a bit too hard at the game and they go very aggressive, for an MP test, I thought that this was the best case scenario, to test the car against the natural opposition and the most aggressive that they're gonna be, and just see how it performs. And yeah, unsurprisingly, I got a big L, but hey, Three, yeah, of course. The top three were MP48s. Then we got a bike, the Ducati Monster, KTM. Then there's me and a Maserati Gran Turismo Sport. And this doesn't count because it's underranked and unboosted. So, all right, whatever. For a moment, I was like, oh no, Tokyo again. But then again, in the last race on Tokyo, I did good. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Tokyo's a very, very long track. So cars with horrendous nitro might suffer a little bit. So this might be my opportunity. Let's see if it is the case. I don't see any MP48s just yet, but I'm sure there's going to be a one or two at least. But yeah, acceleration on the car, what can I say? You know that I don't really do comparisons and all of that and measurements and whatnot. But it seems okay. That is my incredibly in-depth analysis of the acceleration. It seems okay. I'm gonna focus to go. No, he's gonna take it. Ah, Jesus. Gonna take that one? No, he took it also. I'm gonna have to risk it. Please, game, don't freeze on me when I try to do flat spins. Don't freeze. Please, don't do it. I love you, game. Okay, it didn't freeze. Lovely. I don't know why. Sometimes the game freezes on me when I try to do flat spins on that jump. It's very strange. But it has happened enough times for me to actually be scared whenever I want to try it. And even with those two flat spins, I'm running out of nitro over here. So maybe the nitro isn't as good as I thought it was. But then again, I am still in second place, so that's something. Man, I look at that wing and I just don't like how narrow it is. It's very big when you look at it from the side. It's ginormous, the mounting and all of that looks absolutely beautiful. But the actual wing, oh Jesus. Looking at it from behind, it's so narrow. That's the only thing that I dislike. And actually, I believe that this car, or at least one version of this car, is also an Asphalt Extreme. I actually wanted to get to play that game a little bit just to get this car, but in general, you know that I'm a fan of supercars, hypercars, and that type of thing. And Asphalt Extreme, obviously, is more focused around off-roady cars. So unless they add an Esterado or some Lambo over there, I don't really see a reason for me to be playing that game all that much. Though, from what I played it did seem interesting with the different terrains and all of that. I thought that was kind of neat. But oh well, second place, like I said, long track, maybe it's actually a blessing for this car compared to those MP48s that just don't have any nitro. Alright, so Crossbow GTX first place, and there's me in the second. We got some Homage, Jags, Asterion, MP2, interesting. Maserati, KTM, and another Maserati. Alright, fair enough. You know what? Let's change the color. Everybody knows that the color determines how fast your car is, and this is the default color on white. It also has it on black. It actually, isn't me, or it has a very light green tint to it. I don't know. We got this blue. Actually, I kind of like this one. Kind of metallic. Kind of dope. Kind of dual tone also. We got green. We got yellow. Ugh, I don't know about that. This one I like a lot. You know that I like cars in silver, particularly Mercedes. Mercedes and silver just kind of go together. We have it also in orange, beautiful orange, and on red. So let me try with this blue, because I do believe that it looks very cool over here in the garage, but who knows how it looks in the world, because it's kind of the case that some colors look better in the garage than they do in game. So as I was saying, I think I got this car through a master key at some point, because there was a time when there were a bunch of master keys being given, and I used it for this car when it was already on Class C. I never wanted to get it in Class A, because even though like I've been saying, I think it looks cool. You know, at the time and even up to the whatever. Upgrading cars in Class A is obviously always more expensive than upgrading a car in a lower bracket. So I was never too interested on upgrading this car, so that's why I wasn't super interested on getting it, in spite of the fact that it looked good. But once I got put into Class C, I thought, you know what? It's not as expensive to upgrade anymore, and it does look kind of cool, and in Class C it's alright. It's not hyper competitive as something in Class A or S could be, so that should be alright. And as I've been trying to make a point for all the time that I've been in this channel talking about this game, that I always go for cars that I want to drive just because of the looks, not necessarily for the performance. And I always thought probably this car is not going to be a great performer, because the rank of this car is what? 1409, which puts it on the lower side. Oh, I overtook him, but I don't have nitro. Alright, you know what? Oh, eat it, mother. I mean, GG. That's what you get for trying to push me. Maybe he wasn't trying to push me, but he did do it, and he paid the price. Let's go, points. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, 1409, which in theory should make it worse than 1410, 11, and 12. But I'm finding it to perform rather surprising. But again, I never knew this when I got the car, much less when I was upgrading it, so And just like that, I run out of races in multiplayer because apparently the lobbies are not filling up. So while we wait for more people to decide to continue playing in that bracket, I decided, you know what? Let's roll my dices. I have a bunch because I've been saving them. I haven't been saving every single one of them. I spend some from time to time. And as I said before, I'm really not super interested in getting the Koenigsegg Regera, so I'm just gonna roll them and get whatever I get. Obviously, any direct upgrades will be a good thing for me, but for the most part, I'm not looking to get anything in particular on the Treasure Rush. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, wait a second. Oh, I thought I had landed here. Never mind. Not even. I don't think in all of my dice rolls I have landed in one of these. Maybe I landed in one? Maybe. But I really doubt it because I don't remember like counting to get it to anything. I know that I haven't been purposely trying to get over here. So I don't remember either using one of those dices to get a direct upgrade. So I really think I haven't gotten a single one. But you know what I just got? Another reversal. Yay! You know, that's so useful. Yay, I'm so happy about that one. But yeah, whatever. At least I'm getting some parts that I actually have been using very slowly but steadily into upgrading some cars in Class S. There's a couple of cars that I have, you know, I've been cooking for a while. Actually, I've mentioned them before. I made videos on them, on having bad tunes that weren't really MP tunes or anything. But I'm taking them to pro, and they're not good cars. But that actually ties very neatly to my whole idea that, you know, I think, to me, it's more important to just drive some cars because I like them or because I want to drive them than for them to be amazing. And speaking of amazing, if you want to get an amazing heart and a pin, you need to leave me the key phrase in the video, which is going to be for today. Sometimes fun is better than performance. First person to leave it, you know how it works. Heart, pin, and everybody else afterwards gets just the heart. But yeah, here we go, getting a, oh, finally, a Class S direct upgrade. Lovely, lovely. I've also been using some of those and upgrading the cars because, man, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of cars that I had over there half upgraded that I thought I need to upgrade this to not only use them but to make videos on them, you know, to show you some cars that may not be super common to find nowadays because they're not metas. But who cares about metas? I care about rare cars that I have, not as rare as something like the Hot Wheels and things like that. Oh man, how I wish I was playing the game when the Hot Wheels were a thing in this game. I just can't land on this thing. Holy mother. It's fine. It's fine. See what I'm saying about my luck? It's so rare for me to get some good luck. But anyway, yeah, I wish I had been playing the game when the Hot Wheels came out. But yeah, I do have a couple of cars that are sort of rare, but oh, okay, nice. Okay, I'll take that. Sort of rare by now, so I think that's alright. Might as well bring them, finish upgrading them. Whoa, my God, Class E upgrade, woo! I'm so lucky. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna get some free points. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to get to the, what is it, 10 direct upgrades. But come on, I'm not gonna get there. I would need to start focusing on only getting into super rounds. And honestly, that's just not worth it. But all right, there we go. Those were all my dices that I had left. Let's see if we find some more matches in Class C to do. Well, that took a while, but eventually we got into a race with 4 people total. And I actually meant to ask you guys, what has been your experience this week in multiplayer? And I'm talking about this week. Today is Tuesday by the time I'm recording, and hopefully by the time you're watching this. How has it been in this week? Because last week we still had that issue with the lobbies being all sorts of weird, and GameLove did say, or at least Sophia hinted, that maybe something was going to be worked on this week. So I don't know, have you noticed any difference? I personally don't think I have yet, but again, for a lot of last week I was playing, oh, mother... Ah, Jesus, another race, another knockdown. Anyway, I don't think I have really noticed too many changes, but that's also because I've been playing a lot in the brackets that are always, well, the PCS being Class S. So yeah, I don't know that that bracket ever was properly empty, but hey, who knows? That's why I'm asking. Have you noticed any differences? I'm curious about that. But yeah, I got knocked down, and now I am in last place, despite the fact that I changed the color of my car to orange, the always winning orange. Just about any car looks better in orange. That's all I can say. Can I overtake that person? No, I don't think so. No. All right, fine, whatever. You know what? Next race I'm gonna focus on doing a lot more triple tap to try to avoid these knockdowns, because it is a little bit annoying. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I lost 20 points from that. Holy mother of... I'm fine. maybe if the car wasn't as wide as it is, maybe the wing wouldn't look weird. I don't know, I keep thinking about it. It's just that the more I look at the car, it's so ridiculously wide. Look at how wide it was made to fit those wheels. It's crazy, and actually that's what makes it look all sorts of crazy and ridiculous. Did I just knock down a Camaro Independence Edition that it's playing on Class C? I mean, oh, well, it happens. Alright. As I was gonna go for for triple tap nitro, and instead I'm going with perfect nitros because that's, I guess, what I do. But, oh, he wrecked! Let's go, baby! But yeah, I don't think this car is gonna make any miracles. So if you've been thinking of getting this car, I'm gonna say, at your own risk. Not amazing, not a straight up terrible. At least the nitro isn't a full-on disappointment, and the car definitely looks cool, though it could look cooler, but hey, whatever, it's fine. But still, a very nice looking car overall. I love the fact that it has a bunch of color options, it has a big wing if narrow, so everything is good, everything is fine. And actually, nowadays I don't even know how you can acquire it, but I would bet that this is a car that you can get for Fusion Coins nowadays. Why don't you let me know in the comments if this is a Fusion Coin car, or if is it tokens, or how do you get this thing nowadays? Because I really have absolutely no clue. But that is gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, all of that good stuff. Check these other videos where I have tested other cars in Asphalt 8, and maybe this one where I tested cars in Asphalt 9 as well. But that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.